As a gay man, I know firsthand the struggle of recognizing and addressing our mental health challenges. As a group, we suffer prejudice and discrimination over our identities. These minority stresses can leave us stricken with shame while placing us at greater risk of depression, anxiety, and suicide. Our feelings of isolation are intensified by the fact that we as males are socially programmed to go at it alone. Western culture, for example, codes masculinity as strength and self-reliance. The cost of entry into the male club often means cutting ourselves off from our emotions, from our mothers, and from the help of society. But as a population, gay males don't necessarily follow popular ideas of masculinity. Studies, for example, have shown that we are more emotionally expressive than straight males, and this is a trait that is typically coded as being more feminine. It's differences like this that lead to us being singled out and persecuted. Rejected by our peers and cut off from our social supports, we become trapped in a stasis field of negative thoughts and mental distortions. The result is covert depression, which leads to procrastination. Many of us simply choose to surrender to the comforting familiarity of our unhappiness, rather than seeking the help we need. Depression's fraternal sibling, anxiety, also flies under the radar, but for other reasons. Today, anxiety is depicted as an unavoidable feature of modern life, and one that can even boost our motivation and productivity. In our workaholic culture, anxiety can thus be seen as an advantage. Gay men who are trying to inflate their sense of self-worth, for example through workaholism, may see excessive anxiety as providing a necessary boost to performance. Our depression and anxiety may also stem from the difficulty we experience forming healthy attachments with other people. Attachment is learned through our very first relationships with our caregivers. When we are distressed as infants, our caregivers typically comfort us, creating a sense of security. Our attachment to them therefore serves as a template for future relationships. Attachment also plays a vital role in creating an internal sense of self-worth. It teaches us to see the world either as a safe and nurturing place, or one that is full of pain and uncertainty. When active trauma takes place, our attachment may be ruptured. For example, a boundary violation by our caregivers, such as physical or sexual abuse. Another cause of ruptured attachment is passive trauma, which can take the form of physical or emotional neglect. And it can also have its source in misattunement. For example, when a child's temperament just isn't compatible with their caregivers. Gay boys experience misattunement and trauma when a parent rejects, neglects, or attacks them on the basis of their sexuality. This experience is unfortunately all too common. Our attachment style can also be damaged by other relationships later in life. Experiencing abuse, abandonment, or betrayal at the hands of our partner, for example, can leave us relationally insecure. Whatever the cause, when our attachment is ruptured, we may either fail to develop or lose entirely the ability to soothe ourselves. Self-soothing is a crucial life skill. When we self-soothe, we recognize our own distress and provide ourselves the comfort we need. Without self-soothing, we may find ourselves prone to fight, flight, or freeze reactions. That is, we go into attack mode, or we run away or shut down. We don't seek support, and this places us at greater risk of mental illness. Even supposing our caregivers don't reject our sexuality, they, like the rest of society, may invalidate it, implying that we are somehow unnatural, flawed, or inherently bad. Invalidations like this can be devastating. This is especially the case if they come from the only people in the world who are duty-bound to accept you unconditionally. Working with a therapist, however, can help us recognize our psychic wounds and the role our attachment history has played. A therapist can also guide us to develop self-soothing skills, and to embrace our authentic selves. By modeling unconditional acceptance and validating our worth, a therapist acts as an ideal caregiver. They can create a safe environment for us to process the grief of ruptured attachments, to heal, and to cope with the minority stresses associated with being gay. Therapy, however, calls for great bravery. It asks that we abandon the art of emotional concealment, embrace vulnerability, and rediscover our authentic selves. Making the decision to undergo therapy can sometimes feel like half the struggle, and even when we do, we have difficulty getting access to services that are affordable and compatible with our needs. I want to stress here that no one should ever put a price on their mental well-being. So if cost is your chief concern, consider seeking services at a free clinic or a therapist who offers sliding scale fees. If your chosen therapist is only available during work hours, know that your manager or HR department may be willing to make accommodations. It's important to make sure that the therapist you choose is the right match for you. 3 traits you should look for in a therapist are comfort, curiosity, and collaboration. Do you feel comfortable and safe in their presence? Do they seem comfortable with you? Is your therapist kind? And do they seem interested in you as a person? Does the therapist work with you to formulate a treatment plan? Some therapists will take a more non-directive role, and this may not gel with your personal therapy goals. Also, does your therapist honor their appointments, or do they cancel or reschedule on short notice? This behavior can damage the therapeutic process. At the end of the day, you are not locked into any arrangement. You can always shop around until you find the right fit. As with any endeavor in life, you will have moments of doubt and feeling overwhelmed. Know that healing and growth will happen. Remember, we didn't arrive at a place of struggle overnight. So doing the work to get out of Struggle Town will take time. Above all, be patient with yourself. Whatever happens, stay committed to the process. You have little to lose and everything to gain. If you enjoyed this video, check out my blog post or any of the other links listed below, and please remember to like, hit the bell icon, and subscribe.